I'm a hunter in the higher savagery times. My job is to hunt and provide food to my group where we can cook and eat later. I use bow and arrows to hunt smaller land prey such as rabbits, birds, and foxes. I also use spears to hunt water prey such as fish. I spend most of my time alone in the quietness of the woods where I hunt. My diet is mostly composed of meat, water, and sometimes fruit and vegetables. My routine is very simple. I'll wake up early and I'll go out hunting. I'll walk to the areas that I know are very densely populated with smaller animals. After a while, I'll switch locations to another densely populated area until I go to 3 to 4 locations. Then I'll finish my day off with some fishing. I then come back every night with the food that I collected throughout the day. The old man taught me how to hunt. He even gave me some tips and tricks to use while I'm out hunting in the woods. The only person in charge of me is the matriarch, who tells me how much food is expected for me to bring back each day. The collector woman gives me fruits, nuts, and vegetables. The young men and young women don't really have any purpose to me so far. However, I am training the young man to become a hunter himself.
Hi, my name is Diego, and I play a very important role in the village. I'm 70 years old, which positions me as the oldest man here. We live in the higher savagery era, so we are not sufficiently evolved to build cities, but we have evolved enough for being able to build our own utensils for hunting. Let me explain you a little bit about my role in the community. First of all, I'm considered as the wisest of the village. A lot of people come from far away just to ask for an advice. I also play an important role in the community's decisions, which are always consulted by me. We always pray to God before the hunters go in search of animals in order they do well in their hunting. When I was young, I used to be an explorer. I looked for new pets, new animals, or even new villages. The life expectancy is very short, between 35 and 50 years, so everyone, including me, are amazed of my age. Now, let me talk to you about my diet. The only thing I like about having lived longer is that they give me food first, because I'm too old and defenseless. When the hunt goes well, I usually eat deer or mammoth meat. But when the hunters screw it up, I just eat some beans or fish. And I hate fish. Now, one of my most important discoveries was that it was disgusting and disrespectful the marriage among siblings. That's why I decided to ban it. It took me a time while to make them see that it was something inappropriate, but in the end I succeeded, and today it is punished with the death of the siblings. Finally, I want to talk a little bit about my daily routine. Get ready, because you will never listen about that routine as exciting as mine. First, I somehow manage to wake up. After that, I go to pray to the gods. Then I stay all the rest of the day in my house, listening and giving extraordinary advices to the people who ask for them. After that, I eat. Tomorrow meal is always a mystery, but I pray that the hunters do something well, something right, and can hunt a mammoth. And after that, around 7 p.m., I take dinner, which usually is cornflakes. I'm just kidding. I don't take dinner. Maybe by doing this I can rest in peace soon.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and in this project, I represented a collector woman from the higher savagery. In this role, women would go every day to, as the name says, collect food like fruits, vegetables, seeds, water, which were given to the matriarch who would prepare them along with the meats that the hunters would have gotten and prepare a meal for the group with this. Sometimes with the women, some children would come so that they could start learning about the plants and food that were edible and the ones that were not, and to help with small tasks like just taking things back home. And these days, analyzing and reflecting on this kind of society, I realized that even if in every society everyone has a role, in these primitive societies it's something that can be seen more clear because everyone has something to do, and you can see how everyone worked together to survive together. And I think that's something really important that maybe we don't see nowadays, but still, deep inside, we still have this human part of wanting their well-being and the protection, survival of others. And I think that's something really interesting and that I really liked. And I mean, even though there were some cultural or religious maybe traditions that nowadays we would consider completely terrible, I feel it's just part of the evolution and part of humans coming to be what we are nowadays. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Fernanda Garcia and I am the matriarch. Being the chief is a big deal. I have to take care of everything. My day starts since 5 o'clock of the morning. Why? Because I have to take advantage of every second of my day or it won't be productive at all. First thing in the morning, I clean the space of the animals and I feed them. I have a guinea pig because it produces cabbage for the harvest. And we also have a dog to protect the harvest of rats and all kind of fleas. I also do camp work, where the food supplies grows, so I have to keep it clean and remove all the weeds. We women collect dry palms and put them together by hand. It turns out that they are pretty good to sweep and we make good money from it. When my girl gets married, the harvest will grow and his husband will live with us. But this isn't the case yet. I have to do the house chores like taking out the trash and cleaning. I also do it for my family and the neighbors. I have my own company because I am the one that manages the house and the properties, so I have to make sure that everything works. I also have my own little business because I actually have to maintain my husband economically speaking. So as I said before, I am the one that maintains order around here, and actually the family last name is mine.
Hello, I am a young man in the higher savagery era. Right now I am currently being trained by hunters to become a hunter myself. I am still somewhat young and naive in order for me to actually go to hunt some animals and provide food for when I have a family. I am also constantly receiving advices in my trainings from the elder people, which have more experience than I do, and also for me to know what to do with the family. I receive most instructions from the matriarch as she organizes most of the stuff from our community. For example, she tells us when or what day I am going to learn hunting stuff or when am I learning things for preparing food. The routine is that I have to wake up immediately as the sun rises and help the hunters prepare for their hunting sessions and also help prepare the food for the day. Then, after the hunters come back from hunting, they teach me methods for killing and the use of hunting weapons, such as bow and arrow or spears. And sometimes I'll go with the hunters to witness how is that they do their job and kill animals and learn something from them.
Hello, my name is Karina Tranrico, and I really like this experience about knowing other cultures, and I really didn't know how do the matriarchy work, but now I know, and I know too many things about it. I like the idea of the matriarchy because it's respect and there is no violence to the woman, and everybody already knows their role in that life. I couldn't be more excited and be more interested in those topics. I already like the idea of being part of that society and know how do they live and the role that everybody takes in that matriarchy. I always want a young woman, and the things that they do since they are little are amazing. They take care of their brothers, mom, and grandparents, and all those things are really amazing. And I feel like very proud and happy of those girls. And yes, I really love these kind of topics.